Member from Nelson Creston.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. And the motion is to support BC Hydro's plans to continue to invest in its provincial infrastructure. And Honourable Speaker, no doubt there is considerable infrastructure for BC Hydro all across this province, but notably in the Kootenays, there are many, many dams. In fact, there are 10 dams, Honourable Speaker, between my house and the 30-minute drive to the house of the member for Kootenay West. The Kootenays generate 50% of the province's overall electricity requirements. 50%. So that's why, Honourable Speaker, whenever I see somebody from the Lower Mainland and they don't have something quite nice to say about the Kootenays, I remind them that we have the ability to turn off their lights at any given time. So some of the investments that BC Hydro has made in the Kootenays, particularly resulting from the Columbia River Treaty, which was signed in 1964 and has had a tremendous impact on the Kootenays, and that was a result resulting in 3 dams. But we don't just have 3 dams, as I mentioned. There's 10 between my house alone and the member for Kootenay West. But there's 3 dams that were particularly a result of that: the Libby Dam, the Mica, and the Duncan Dam. But it also allowed for the Juanita Dam to be expanded, as well as the Brilliant Dam, Honourable Speaker, to be expanded. And we have supported that. I think every member in this House supported those wonderful infrastructure opportunities. The Brilliant Dam, for example, Honourable Speaker, is a Columbia Power asset, so not necessarily a direct BC Hydro asset, but it's all part of the system. And that asset, what happened most recently and completed in 2006, was an addition of a second powerhouse located immediately downstream from the Brilliant Dam. And so for those who haven't been to this part of the Kootenays, you might not even be able to tell the difference of where the dam is and where the generation station is and the powerhouse is. They're so close together. But I remember that project happening between 2002 and 2006. And it was a very big deal for the region. It cost $205 million and is now generating more power, about 120 megawatts of capacity that would otherwise have just been spilled and have gone nowhere. The Juanita Dam expansion that's currently going on right now, that is slated to end pretty soon here, Honourable Speaker. It might just be around the corner. It's another Columbia Power project, but would not have been able to happen if it weren't for BC Hydro as well. And so this project is being done in between partnership of Columbia Power Corporation as well as the Columbia Basin Trust and Fortis BC. And this is bringing on a considerable new amount, 335 megawatt expansion for this dam. But there's another dam in the Kootenays, Honourable Speaker, that I particularly want to talk about, and seeing that I don't have a lot of time, we'll briefly go over it, and that's the Duncan Dam. As I mentioned, a part of the Columbia River Treaty. It was built in 1967 and is currently between Kootenay Lakes and Duncan Lake. And I have to say, for those who haven't been up there, you're really missing out. It's one of the most beautiful places in the world. I was just there, Honourable Speaker, last week. And what it does right now is it manages water flows, but it does not generate power. And we're losing that opportunity, Honourable Speaker, and recognition of that opportunity what became very close to those of us in the Kootenays when BC Hydro was stripped of being able to do any new power projects in favor of the private power scheme that the Liberals had put in, Honourable Speaker. This scheme had a negative impact on BC Hydro's ability to generate new power in a more cost-effective and a better way, and in fact increased cost to ratepayers, and we know the story behind all of that, Honourable Speaker. But the point is we have an opportunity with Duncan Dam to generate not a lot, but maybe more as we seek this opportunity out down the road, 30 megawatts. would add 30 megawatts to our overall grid at a cost of maximum about $175 million, Honourable Speaker. It would create jobs at the north end of Kootenay Lake, and it would create power for British Columbia, and I think it's an infrastructure project that is worth investing.